Hello, everyone, and welcome to Grumpy Old Soldiers, episode number 140, A Touch of the Tism.
You got the Tism?
Yeah.
I told you, stand back, but you wouldn't listen, did you?
Fucking damn it, Dylan!
So, Bobby's out tonight, and going to be the four of us. Yeah.
I told you, stand back. You know how it is.
There we go.
Letting a few get in there, Chuck.
I don't see us on the screen.
What the hell?
Yeah. There it is. There we go. We are on the screen.
Hi, everybody.
What's up, guys? See Wicked Vapors here. Ed Barkley, JT Von Bass, Marcus. Who else? Misfit Steve. Hey, Voodoo.
What's up, Voodoo?
How y'all doing tonight?
Has anybody heard from Bachelor lately?
I haven't heard from him since that week. He got all butthurt from what Angela said to him.
Well, I'd get butthurt too. But anyway, not to bring that up. If anybody in chat's talking with him, tell him we're thinking of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought he was saying something about going to get chemo.
Yeah, he was supposed to start chemo, and I was just kind of curious on how he's doing.
Yeah. Hope he's okay. I don't know. He's too mean to die.
Right.
Oh, my
Mr.
God.
Ron is in chat finally.
Who else we got? Oh, yeah. Hey, Ron Jeremy.
Sorry that Dylan brought you your coffee too late.
Oh, no, I actually brought it to him way too early.
No. It's never too early for coffee, dude.
Ed Barkley says that that Bachelor was in ST's chat last night.
He was.
Yeah.
Oh, no, JT, my father was bitching and moaning that, what's it called? He didn't even eat dinner yet, and I brought his coffee way too early.
What's wrong with you? Why are you falling down on the job?
I did fall down on the job.
That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't be falling down on the job. Didn't you get any knowledge from that rug burn on your forehead?
No, not really.
So, go ahead.
Now, you would think I would got acknowledgement, but no, I didn't. Sadly enough.
Oh, boy. So there are people spray painting Stonehenge.
Yeah, assholes.
Yeah.
That's a shit.
That's
Although the videos of them people are getting better and better because people are getting a little more violent with them. So when you watch the videos of them, it gets a little more entertaining.
Yeah, but it's just that the people that were doing it, running after the vandals, was Japanese tourists.
Yeah. That's odd.
I paid a lot of money to go see that place. I'd be pissed too. You come painted orange.
Mm-hmm.
No, Paul Joseph Watson was saying that you barely get off that pathway, they're right up your ass. I mean, those people were allowed to do that.
But what does Stonehenge have to do with oil?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, back then they had some nice oil going on. Their hot rod cars. The vandals
and their tea buckets. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the vandals and the Goths.
Oh, man. So how you doing tonight, Dylan? How's the job going?
Actually going pretty good. Yesterday they had me over in the school over by the house and everything. Tried calling like a minute before 7. They're like, "Oh, call back 20 beforehand." I'm like, "All right, whatever." Call back. They're like, "Okay, yeah, go to the school over there." I was like, "Okay." Haven't cleaned the entire day, but it's still going good for the most part.
Cool. Anybody beat you up and take your lunch money?
Hell no. The only person that could ever beat me up for my lunch money is you.
Oh, okay.
You are in the 3rd grade, right, Chuck?
Yeah. I quit in 4th grade so I could be a brain surgeon.
Oh, that
Uh-oh.
explains a lot.
Yeah.
I went to the 6th grade. That way I can be a double knot spy.
CIA agent.
So, JT.
My education's undisclosed. I can't go into it. There's still a lot of people alive.
Well, I can honestly say I graduated high school and 2 semesters of technical college.
Yeah.
I went to some college.
That explains why Jim is such a genius.
Yeah, when the court said I had to pay for school, and I said, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
That was expensive, yeah.
So, how you doing tonight, JT?
I'm doing all right. Just dealing with the heat as best as possible. Lovely time of the year here.
How hot's it getting?
Today we were lucky, only 89.
I can't believe we got hotter than you. Well, we only got 2 more days of it, and then it's supposed to mellow back out.
But it couldn't be nothing to do with playing with the rain and the directed energy weapons.
Yeah,
or anything
come
like
on.
that.
We're going to go down this rabbit hole again.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Put your tinfoil hat away. Come on.
Gotta try it,
Aren't you tired of getting right, though? I mean, all joking aside, aren't you tired of being right?
I don't know. I've never had that feeling before. It's still kind of new.
I mean, everything they've been shutting you down for, everything they've been saying, oh, that's bullshit. You can't say that. There's no proof of that. I can't think of anything that was a conspiracy that hasn't really come to fruition. Come on.
Yeah.
Yep. And the next big one's going to be when they finally start uncovering all the real shit about medicine that's been hidden from us for years.
But the thing is, even if they do release it, you're really not going to get still the whole story. And you're really always going to have that doubt because nothing they've said has been true. We've proven time and time again they've done nothing but lie, mislead, misdirect you. And now, say what you want now. There's no way I'm going to trust you ever again.
Well, it's just that little fact that they were trying to kill us all.
Yeah, I mean,
They're still going forward, JT. They're still trying to kill us all.
Oh, yeah.
huh?
But, hey, we're not the only country in the world. They're over in Japan burning up chicken coops, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Well, how else are they going to control us? They don't have the fear anymore. They're losing what they think is respect and power. So they're going to have to control the food.
Mm-hmm.
Communication. Food.
Hippie, the alien section you just missed. We got done with that a second ago.
Yeah.
But
Fuck
maybe
the
it'll come
alien.
back up later. Yeah, see? Now you're going to start Jim going again.
Oh, them fucking aliens piss me off. They're not welcome anymore.
How
Cocksuckers
you doing?
were supposed to be here years ago.
How you doing tonight, Jim?
Not bad, not bad. If the aliens was fucking short, never mind. Well, we'll get off the aliens. I'm doing pretty good. It's been hot. It's been miserable, but oh well. It's summertime. Mother Nature's been a bitch lately, so.
Yeah.
Hey,
But no, I'm
Jim,
doing good. Doing good.
Good.
Hey, Jim, just be happy you're not in New Jersey because my dad's best friend, it feels like Saudi Arabia in his fucking backyard.
Damn.
Well, we was 103 heat index today. 94 degrees. 95. Sorry.
Let's
got
get
me
it right,
back.
old man.
When it gets that hot, I like to convert it to Celsius. It doesn't sound as bad then.
Only in Texas.
Yeah.
I tell you what, man, Dallas has got the worst heat in the fucking world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is, if it's just the dryness of it or where it's situated on the plane or what. Oh,
Yeah. Because 88 degrees where I live now is actually doable easily. 88 degrees up there, and that's not hot. 88 degrees up in the Dallas area is miserable.
Yep.
Don't quite
Could it
get
be
it.
just Dallas is miserable?
Yes. Yes. Sure
Ron
could.
Germany has a point. He says it's better than shoveling fucking snow.
That's true.
Now, Dylan, how would you know anything about that? That's physical labor.
And I've done it.
When?
The last time it snowed over here in New York.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like it snows in New York.
Fucking can't.
Hey, Vids, how you doing? And Devin.
Hey, Devin and Troy. No, actually, Troy, it's more humid where I'm at now than it is in Dallas. We got almost twice the humidity here. I don't know. It's just coming from all angles because there's so much concrete everywhere, and it just radiates that heat.
Yeah. I don't know. The worst heat I ever saw was Arkansas. Holy shit, 100% humidity.
Oh,
2
geez.
o'clock in the morning, it's like 98 degrees. And
Uphills both way in the snow.
uphill. Everything was uphill. It didn't matter if you were coming or going. I don't know how they did it, but we was at the University of Arkansas. And oh my God, that sucked.
I'm sorry, man. It just doesn't click. University of Arkansas. It's, like military intelligence.
Yeah.
What does not fit here in this?
Yeah, that's an oxymoron.
They flew us
Hey,
into-
there he is. Hey, Bachelor, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Bachelor, how you been?
Yeah, we
We
were
was
worried
getting a little
about you.
concerned with you. How's your treatment going?
Hey, Stevie.
Mr.
Oh,
Murphy.
look who it is.
Vacuum Ruidoso fires. Oh my God, I didn't.
Yeah. Mexico fires and California fires and Canada's still on fire.
Shit.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
wow. Yeah, that's pretty bad in Ruidoso. So what are you vaping on, Dylan?
Oh, that's easy.
Don't do that here, Bachelor. Trust me.
I'm simple today. Daily drive with the T to X. I got abuse. I worked out with Mr. Brett Whitney called Teal Lagoon. Tastes like Monster Energy. How about you, big brother?
What am I vaping? Oh, I'm vaping on my George mod. I got the Centaurus with the Blaze single on top of that. I dug out a Mr. Scully mod, the Geek Vape Z100S, the one with the DNA 100 chip in it.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Sexy.
I don't have the pod for it, but I've got the base for the 510. So I've got the Blaze Dual RTA on top of that. And then, as always, my don't go anywhere without it, the Cthulhu AIO box.
Yeah.
JT.
Yes, sir. Let's see. We'll go over here. We'll start off with the Gower with the intake MTL on top. And then we'll switch over to the Lost Vape section with the Ursa Quest with the Aries 2 on top. And it's also got the, what is it? Prodigy Vapes. I've been going there for years. Don't know anybody. And for our brother George, the matching Centaurus with gems, except it's got the Sakers on top. Damn you, Jim. I like those coils.
Mhm.
We got another Lost Vape, the Thelema, with the Geek Vape ZX RTA. And it's got the original Suicide Bunny. Weird. First custard I've ever done, and I actually like it. Still like it. Strange. And last but not least, old Velcro topside dual with the original drop on top, and it's still got the last of the black lemonade in here. And what are you vaping on there, Mr. Grand Potentate?
Well, I just got this tank the other day, the Brunhilde, and it's good. When it first came out, I think it was like $85. It wasn't worth $85 to me, but for $20, because it was on sale, it's not a clone. $20, hell yeah, it's good. And on this, I got the Odin, got that from George, and on top, I've got the TFV5 with one of my own liquids in it. I've also got the Stubby with the Ponte. No, it's not going to focus. Oh, yeah, there we go.
You know, it's kind of sketchy when you're looking down and talking about your Stubby, Chuck.
Yeah.
We know what you're doing.
I wish I was that long.
Hey.
Well, that's good to hear, Bachelor.
I got a liquid in here that I can't talk about yet. When I get the go ahead, I will.
But didn't you just technically talk about it?
Yes.
Right?
I'm weird that way.
Dylan.
Listen, this one you can't blame me for shit.
Desubscribe to the channel.
Ooh, someone just subscribed.
Yeah, DC. Thanks, DC.
Oh, shit. DC.
Hey, DC.
And I've got the Provari V2.5 with the Aries 24 on top. And that's one of my own liquids. This is just Cinnamon Red Hot's solo.
Cool.
Pretty good. It'll be better with other stuff.
Stevie, just know I can't wait to see the new juice.
And that's all I got.
So it's joke of the day already?
Yes. Yeah, it's called fucking Dylan.
We were trying to hold back from bragging on you, Dylan. You ruined it again.
Dylan? That piece of shit.
Speaker Johnson says House will go to court for Biden audio after Justice Department refuses to prosecute.
I ain't gonna hold my breath.
Yeah.
Now I know. I know I'm late to this. With Biden's audio.
Yeah.
They won't release it.
They won't release it. It's from the
her investigation.
Right. The Ben-Hur investigation when they were trying to find out about, they were talking to him about having the papers, those documents in his Corvette.
Okay.
Oh, no. These are the documents from the deposition that he took in her case.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting the two.
They gave him the deposition in the paper form, but they want the tapes to go along with what they've already released. And
one, you want to be able to match it up.
Yeah, but you've got interference being run by the Department of Justice. So
yeah.
But that was one of the things they were grilling Mayorkas on. Why haven't you given them to us?
Yeah, but I think he's one of those that needs to be giving his testimony from under the wheels or under the tracks of a nice M1.
Oh, man.
Nope. No, there should be no saving him. Him, Fauci, Biden, Pelosi, Schumer,
Lloyd Austin.
Just all those people in office. Fuck that.
Yeah, the fucking, we're under Biden now in a Democratic president and administration. They can say all they want about Trump, but if we say that Biden looks like he lost his way, we get jumped on.
It's a cheap fake now.
Yeah.
They're trying to tell you now it's all fake.
Mm,
Oh, for sure.
Don't believe your lying eyes.
yeah, it's hypocritical. And I got
And
a
they-
video.
And then Chuck, you even have all those dumbass Democrats that say, "Oh, well, Biden's the best president." In what state of mind is he the best president when he shits his pants in public and fucking busts his ass everywhere he fucking goes?
I can forgive you shitting your pants in public if you were a good president. You know, if you lowered my economy, fix something, close the border or something.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody holds Lyndon B. Johnson going nude swimming out in the Potomac
No,
presidential pool.
you can be a freak if you want to, but just be good.
Yeah.
Stop that says on live television. Oh, I'm tired. Oh fuck.
I got a video here I wanted to share with everybody.
released-
Let me pause this.
You're sharing it with everybody. We can't see it.
Well, y'all don't count.
We don't count.
Oh,
Julius-
okay.
Never before seen footage from January 6th appears to give more context to the security breakdown.
We did not have any accountability for what was going on there, and we should have.
The House GOP
Eventually.
obtaining the video of former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi speaking with her chief
I don't
of
think
staff
Dylan's
as
gonna
she
do it.
evacuated the Capitol
What?
that day.
Get my
Pelosi heard
coffee.
blaming herself for not
Yeah, what's
having
wrong?
an
Damn right
National
I'm not.
Guard on hand to stop the mob.
Why
we
would
ain't
the National
having
Guard
none of
to
that.
begin with? I take
That coffee pot's got to be all at
responsibility
10
for
steps,
having them
15
just
steps away.
prepare for more.
The
Damn,
video
Dylan.
shot by Pelosi's
That's elder
daughter,
abuse.
Alexandra Pelosi,
No, it's not.
for an
I'm not
HBO
there
documentary.
to give him his coffee, and
Pelosi
I'm not
telling
shipping.
MSNBC the
That's-
video
that's
is
no
Republicans
excuse.
to
fuck
rewrite
that.
history.
You're making Miss Kelly get my coffee.
Can't you click your hooves together in your little brony shoes and make magic?
Fuck you. No, I cannot. This isn't fucking Wizard of Oz.
I said hoof shoes.
Same fucking shit.
Troy V says anytime Biden gives a speech, it should be sponsored by Depends.
Voodoo says he can't hear the video.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. I'll work that out some other time. All it was, Pelosi was saying that she said that they didn't need the National Guard on January 6th, and that the video turning up about that is the Republicans trying to what do they call? Just propaganda. She says it's
Yeah,
just
but it
propaganda.
just proves that she was offered the National Guard. It
Yeah.
proves that she refused the National Guard.
Basically, what she did on that, she went ahead and took responsibility for the whole thing.
Yep.
It was a setup from the start, and these motherfuckers better start connecting the dots.
And one of the first things she did was go after the director or the whoever is in charge of the Capitol Police.
Yeah,
She
fired him.
Yeah, fired his ass.
Yeah, and he did an interview on Tucker, explained the whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah, and they keep talking about the people that died up there in that, but I don't hear nothing about Ashley Babbitt or that other woman that died, because those are the only two. And then they showed that video of how they were beating that woman, trying to force her to get inside the building. She probably got time for it.
Yeah.
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 And
But
where's
if the
the guy that-
Republicans gain control, we're going to put people in jail for frivolous reasons.
yeah, something frivolous like, obeying the law.
Mm.
Hey, Vinny.
Vinny.
Hey, Vinny. So, yeah, it's nothing the conservatives want to do will get done under the current administration.
No. But, it's nothing new in our politics. Look how Jimmy Carter was hamstrung by a Republican House and Senate.
Mm.
Well, and they hold as much as Jimmy Carter on those boys that died over in Iran.
Yeah.
First Delta Force.
Man.
All because they couldn't put a damn filter in
Yep.
on those engines. Fucking filter. And now they're talking about taking titanium out of the airplanes again, and people are selling bogus titanium for airplanes.
Hmm.
Coming out of no other place than China.
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't do that.
But I thought we couldn't use foreign materials in our arsenal. Like we can't use foreign made bullets. We can't use.
Yeah, except for the computer technology that we put into all that shit.
Hmm.
And they ain't going to tell you how many years they've been doing it. And I know it's a hell of a lot longer than when Joe Biden went with Madeleine Albright to drop off computer technology to the Chinese when Bill Clinton was president.
Yep.
But nothing to see here. You're still wearing your tinfoil hat.
Yeah. Keep on moving.
Yeah. So, Supreme Court may tame the Chevron doctrine. That's what the FDA is using right now to, wait a minute. No.
Okay.
Damn it.
Get it right, Chuck.
I don't know. No, that's not it. They're talking about overturning the legal doctrine that, according to some vapor industry advocates, has allowed the FDA to reach beyond its legal authority. That's what I was looking for. So not only were they not approving shit that was made by vape producers, they were way beyond their authority in the whole process.
Yeah, overreach.
Mm-hmm.
No, hippie, you're going to have to hold off on the titanium until I get my dark energy from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Titanium.
And I think that's one of the things that's holding vape companies up right now as far as making products or selling them in the U.S.
Yeah, but you got to remember too that propylene glycol's also used in vaccines.
It's used in a lot of the things because for a while they were saying, "Well, that's the same stuff antifreeze made out of," but there's water in antifreeze too.
Right.
Yeah,
You know,
and it was an additive to radiator fluid to make it less toxic.
Yes.
Yep.
Because what was it? About 20 years ago when they were talking about that cheap Russian champagne, they were using radiator fluid to spike.
Yeah.
Wine.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, they had several when I was over in Germany. They had several brands that you had to look out for because they were counterfeiting them and it had antifreeze in it. And
So, Letitia James, the New York Attorney General, handed out $27.1 million to New York City from a historic $462 million multi-state settlement that she secured from Juul Labs, Inc. for its role in the youth vaping epidemic that led to a dangerous rise in underage e-cigarette use nationwide.
Oh, man. Jewel just settled with her to get her off their ass. What they did.
yeah. But I watched that thing that show they made about it. And they did kind of push the limits of the youngest audience they could get, you know.
They were trying to make it look like a lifestyle choice for young people.
Yeah, like it was cool. Yeah, like you said, a lifestyle choice.
Yeah,
like the candy cigarettes we had.
Oh,
yeah.
I miss those.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
And
the bubblegum cigar.
Yeah.
A bubble cigar, yeah.
And Big League Chew.
Yep.
Big League Chew.
Oh, man.
Wasn't there one that was beef jerky, shredded beef jerky that came in a
yeah.
Copenhagen, yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, the funds that she allotted will be split between the city and the New York City School District, with 12 million from the settlement going to the city and about 15 million going to the school district. They're going to be using a lot of that. They say they're going to be using a lot of that money to help stop youth vaping.
Right.
No. You mean like they use their PMT money?
Yeah, the Master Settlement
money?
Agreement. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
that was supposed to take care of the hospital bills for the indigent children.
Yeah.
Here. But here a few years later, they're talking about water. What has that got to do with the PMTA?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
They keep voting for these idiots that keep misusing us.
Yep.
But, you know, it's like anything else. It's got to hit somebody right in their fucking dinner plate on their table.
Yeah.
Or it makes, you know, sinks in. Yeah.
Hey, Blair.
The banana candy man.
Yeah. So Apple has opened a partnership with Chat GPT, the creator of Chat GPT. What the fuck, man?
So we take the most mindless of fans, because Apple has some people that are just Apple. Gotta have Apple. It says Apple. I gotta have Apple. Why? I don't know.
That's me.
You're not as bad as some people I know.
Right. And Chuck, I'm sorry to change the subject. I'm sorry to interrupt you. But back to the school article that you just read, my father said Dylan's getting a paycheck at least.
Okay. Anyway,
whatever that means.
No, but yeah, Joe, you think some of these Apple guys are worse? I have iPhone, Apple Watch, AirPods.
There's always the latest and greatest.
Right.
There's a bunch of people run after.
See, Dylan,
so what I'm getting at is you take that crowd, that fan base, and then you introduce the AI. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they've already been running around telling them, "Hey, we can't control this thing," and I think it's out.
Yep. And Jim, speaking of AI, is Apple's newest software that they just did in their press conference this past, I believe, I don't know how many days ago, they spoke about bringing AI into their new software that they're going to be releasing in September.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're going to implement it in a bunch of different ways, and Siri is going to be supercharged with it.
Yeah, you got Siri, and then you got Alexa hooking up with all that shit. Everybody that's hooked up on the Ring cameras and shit.
Yeah. So either way, that's going to turn into a whole shit show since they got AI coming in. They're upgrading their own iPhone assistant thing and everything else. We thought AI was, I don't know if you thought it was bad now, but it's going to get 20 times worse when they start using it with the
No, you've got the scaremongering going on now. The Democrats are scared shitless that AI will tell the truth.
Yeah,
that's the big
it's
problem.
always been that way, though.
No, it hasn't always been that way. AI is new.
But I'm talking about since the day AI came out, Democrats and everything's been all fucking afraid that it's going to tell the truth since the day it came out.
Right, which is about a year ago.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is that it's new. When you get to be in your late 50s or early 60s, you'll probably understand. Yeah.
Yeah, if you make it that long.
Yeah.
Mr. Brett Whitney's here. Brett, you shut your mouth. No, I did not.
Hey, Brett.
So.
Well, I hope you don't have to go get any penicillin for it there, Brett.
No, you have to get a rabies shot.
So, yeah. Remember when Google tried to implement AI and people were trying to use it? It was so fucking anti-white.
Yep.
Anti-white and anti-man.
And speaking of AI, freaking all Meta, Mark Zuckerberg implemented it into like their all their social medias, like WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, and things like that.
Wow. Yeah, and at the same time, Apple is in the center of an antitrust lawsuit.
Yep.
But the thing is, the government accuses Apple of abusing its power as a monopoly to push out rivals and keep customers. What rivals? When has Apple ever had any rivals? I don't know of any.
According to them, their only rival is Android and everything else. But yet, look what they're doing. They're buying all their parts and everything from Samsung and shit like that.
That's true.
Oh, it's not that big of a leap when you just got to go next door to get the parts.
Right.
Yeah.
But either way, in their minds, yes, they may be getting their parts from like Samsung and shit, but they're still sitting there saying, "Oh well, Android's our biggest rival."
And see, that there, Vinny, explains the problem with it. They should be able to get you a damn sandwich anytime, day or night.
Shut your mouth there, Vinny. I ain't a slut.
Oh, man. Hey, Brett. Anyway, so Apple is also rolling out what it calls Apple Intelligence. That's its term for Apple's own new generative AI software. Yeah, that's they're going to switch to Chat GPT pretty quick after that.
They're always finding these new weird names for all this new stuff that they're coming out with. It's stupid.
But the other thing that they don't want to let everybody know, it's not as advanced as people think. There's still time to make a Gordian knot to screw it up.
Yeah.
Right, but here's the thing Apple fails to realize is all these other Android companies, they've been way ahead of Apple for God knows how many years at this point.
Yeah.
Only when the CIA allowed it.
And they've been so late to the game. If you confronted them about it, they want to sit there and say, "Oh well, we just want to perfect it and everything." In what way do you want to perfect it if you're so late to the game?
Dylan, you can't put it on a launch pad and blow it up in the sky
that I
and
understand.
find out what's the matter with it.
That I understand. For example, and I know Chuck has the 15, so I'm gonna use that as an example. Android's been using USB-C type charging for years. Okay, they're just.
So there's a lot of other things.
Hold on. Apple's just now slapping USB-C on their iPads, their computers, and now their phones. What took so fucking long to give all these people what they wanted?
They wanted to use
USB-C on a phone and shit like that.
Apple likes using its own proprietary equipment.
That I understand that part, but it makes no sense just to wait to the last minute. If people are telling you as a company you should do this, and you want to sit there and say, "Oh well, we want to do what the people want to do, or give the people what they want," like, come on.
Yeah, that's not the truth. Apple's lying about that. They do what they want to do.
Right, like any other corporation.
Well, their evil overlords approves what they can do.
Yeah.
Don't you come at me, Vinny. How dare you?
Hey, don't be talking to the people in chat like that.
How dare you come at me too, sir?
It's my job.
So, North Korean soldiers keep wandering across the demilitarized zone.
Yeah. I guess they got over sending the bags of shit and other refuse over in balloons.
Yeah. Yeah. They're trying to say nobody really knows why they're doing it. There's speculation that it's about them trying to trim shrubs that have overgrown the lines. But
I know communist territories have done that for like years, I thought.
Yeah. Mm.
Kidding, I'm being facetious.
I know.
I was explaining to Dylan.
No.
But at least use giant words at him and wants it to show.
Hey, listen, don't even go there, good sir. Don't.
The words scare you, Dylan.
Hell no.
Sounds like it.
Why the fuck would it scare me?
All right, let's move on. Half of U.S. military bases in the country are in healthcare deserts. They are in healthcare deserts. Because when was it? Was it Trump era when they told VA patients that they could use off-base doctors?
Yep. Yeah, that was Trump.
And it turns out they're in places where there aren't any doctors off base. There are a lot of places. Yeah, about half of them.
No, I'm sorry. Our military used to have like their own doctors, their own KP. Oh, you know, and hey, it worked real good. It was a smooth working machine. You know, it was one of the only parts you didn't want breaking stuff and killing people.
Yeah. That they keep cutting the budget on military, on infrastructure, on everything. Where the fuck is the money going? Because
right into their pockets.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. We need to find out who's getting the money and how they're getting the money, because it's not where it needs to be.
Yeah, well, what is it? $42.5 million for internet for old people. That no old people got internet.
Shit.
Or 7 chargers for how much?
Yeah. Yeah. But this is something I've had in the back of my mind for months now, that they cut budgets, but they don't lower the taxes. In fact, they raise the taxes.
Yeah.
They propose new things and immediately create a tax for it. And then they cut that later on, but the money, they don't cut the tax.
It's an incestuous little deal if you get into it. It's a long rabbit hole.
Yeah. Pretty fucked up. So I heard something that I think you were talking about at JT about George Soros fund buys $400 million stake in a company that owns 227 U.S. radio stations.
227 radio stations. They cleared the way for him to do that. But for the ever since Obama was president, first priority was for the minorities to get these radio stations. And they overlooked that so George Soros could have them.
Yep. Yeah, the company that owned them went into bankruptcy in 2023, and Soros bought I think he was controlling substantial stake, but
okay, I was wondering because nobody's been able to control shares since the 60s.
Yeah. She's got a mind of her own. Yeah, and we all know how Soros is. He buys shit like that so he can go and make changes to suit his political.
I'm sorry. Why would they allow someone that back in the 90s, everybody can see it on the 60 Minutes, where he says his greatest achievement will be destroying the United States of America?
Yep.
Oh man, I missed that.
Look it up. It's back in the 90s, 60 Minutes. People have gotten that, well, whorish is the only way I can describe it, and do anything for $1. I'm sorry, Dylan. I don't mean to be cutting down your side job.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm going to have to look that up later. This is going to take some time.
What the hell? I ran across an old boy our age that hadn't even heard Eisenhower's farewell speech, where he talked about the military-industrial complex.
Yeah. I remember hearing about that.
And another fun fact out of the drawer of unused information, you know, it was Eisenhower that started all the heart attack stuff. He had a heart attack when Nixon was president, and that's when they decided to come up with all these new ideas about, oh, well, if you just quit eating red meat and blah, started eating more vegetables.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see the expression on people's faces when they find out they've been lied to about cholesterol all these years.
Yeah, me too. That was about the time that they said, eat margarine.
Yep.
Nope.
It's not nice to fool Mother Nature.
Yeah. Shit. And YouTuber Samuel Parsons gives update on plans to quit Australia over vaping laws. That's vaping bogan in case anybody's curious. It talks about how he was in the UK for like 5 months and then went back to Adelaide to do something. And they interviewed him when he was there in Adelaide, Australia. And he's talking about, okay, the father of two said that the government's terrible decision to ban the importation and sale of vapes forced his hand in leaving Australia, which he branded as a nanny state. They are the biggest nanny state.
Yeah, we are.
No,
Got more rules and regulations, stuff you have to pay to do. You know, I'm sorry, you don't tax people on behavior.
No.
But nobody's fought them and pushed back on this stuff. You know, I'm sorry. What good does the state get out of people paying for a fishing license or a hunting license, a marriage license?
Yeah.
You know, we went
all
years
about
and
the
years
money.
and years. We went years and years and years without this stuff.
Yeah.
Right, but nowadays it's just all about the fucking money, and that's all these people give a shit about is the money.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also a sick part of it too, where most of those people just want power, and they know in a job like that, no is the most powerful word you can use.
Yeah.
That's why nothing gets done that's important.
Yeah, and he goes on to say when the black market is bigger than it was before the ban and youth vaping rates have not declined, these politicians will be left with egg on their face, he said. That's not the truth, though. They're never going to admit to it, even when they finally do something about vaping so that the black market in Australia isn't making so much money off it. They're still not going to admit it. That's just not how it works. And they asked him, how about the use of single-use only vapes, the ban of it in the UK? He said that's not going to affect him because he doesn't review them. God, you got to see the comments, though. All these people in Australia commenting on this article talking about what an idiot he looks like, and that there are people here in the comments that think that vaping is even more dangerous than cigarettes.
It's because they go with the old lie about nicotine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're also talking about formaldehyde and shit. All going back.
But in a day and age where we have all the information at your fingertips, and most people have access to a computer. We're the dumbest nation because you could research this yourself.
Yes.
Right.
It's the technologically advanced dark ages, boys.
Mm-hmm.
But ask yourself, if vaping's so dangerous, why isn't there statistics on how many people die a year from it?
Yeah.
There's not, because people don't die from it.
Yeah,
Yep.
they've basically shut off Dr. K out of Greece, and he had the longest studies on vaping.
Yep.
But you can look up how many people die from high cholesterol, how many people die from heart disease, how many people die from smoking, drinking, drugs. Not on vaping.
No.
Well, all
Only
that
for
other
Volley.
stuff now too, because they've done just like they've done with crime statistics. They just quit reporting them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They were keeping track of Volley deaths, but that quit when COVID rolled in.
Yeah, but even if you factor the volley deaths in, it still doesn't give you 1/100%, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, but it makes such a good news story talking about Volley and just lumping all of vaping in it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll put it all in, yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of the shit they were saying in the comments of that about vaping goes back to Stanton Glantz, which was disproven.
Yep.
But the
How many
politicians
times?
go ahead.
No, I
Yeah.
just said how many times?
Yeah, like at least 10. Because the other people, for a peer-reviewed study like that, the other people tried to produce the same results. Nobody could.
Right. That usually means it's not solid science.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep, and you are right, Bachelor. They would blame it vaping on his cancer.
Yeah. Yeah. They'll totally forget about the fact that all the smoking before. They'll act like it didn't even happen.
Yep.
And an article was published in the Journal of American Medicine that a study found that vaping is just as good as Chantix at helping people quit cigarettes.
Well, I got ripped off. I've had none of the side effects from vaping.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
You know, going and fixing a full dinner in the middle of the night while not really awake, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're passed out driving.
Yeah. And all the side
I
effects.
just want to know where the urge to reach in a toilet for a vape comes from.
Yeah, yeah, but that deal on the single use, Britain banned the single use vapes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the disposables.
I can almost get behind that just for the environmental factor, but I really don't think you should take that option away from people.
Yeah, me too.
You know, because over there they've got the 20 milligram limit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. While in Australia, the prescription vapes have 50 milligrams.
Of mixed salt?
Yep.
That's what they were prescribing? I thought they were prescribing, prepackaged.
No, it's stuff that they have companies make themselves.
Yeah.
They contracted, and it's 50 milligrams. It's 5%. Or
Yeah,
actually, it's 60. It's more than Juul had.
Yeah. But you've got to buy the short fills over there in Britain and buy the nicotine separately.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, let me tell you a story. I was diagnosed with bipolar in 1989. And then sometime later, they told me, you should use Chantix. And I said, wait a minute. I have bipolar. Are you sure that's a good idea? My doctor said, it's a great idea. Fucking
Wow.
idiots.
So, how long did it take you to walk into the door of another doctor?
No, I just went ahead and did it. And it worked for 11 weeks for me. Fortunately, I didn't have the kind of bad side effects that you might have expected mixing it with bipolar. But, yeah, it was just, I was like this all the fucking time.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that had good experience with it.
No.
I knew an old guy that would sit there, he had 2 patches on, be chewing on gum and smoking cigarettes, chain smoking them.
I was that guy, yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that even came close to working for me was years and years ago. The infomercials, they called it the life sign. It was a little thing you put in your pocket. It was a computer counter. And for the first week or two, you smoked normal. And every time you smoked, you told the computer how you smoked. And then it developed a plan to wean you off cigarettes. And that worked for us for what, 8 months, almost a year?
Yeah, that's longer than Chantix worked for me.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I can remember because my last cigarette, the machine gave me my last cigarette, and I was out cutting logs in the yard, and I fell and put my knee out. So that put me on the couch for a couple of weeks, and I can't smoke. I had just finished smoking.
Oh,
That was rough.
damn. Yeah, shit like that pops up, you go right back to cigarettes.
But it's at first going out and having your first beer when you first start really vaping, you know?
Well, that first cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was lucky. I wasn't going into bars anymore for a while after I started vaping. I just didn't have time. But there was a time when I would go out every night after work. I worked a later shift, so I could stay up all night and just smoke and drink every night.
I heard about your kind.
Oh my goodness. Anybody ready for joke of the day?
Both we got to.
Who's that? Okay. This one's from Bobby, so it's a grown-up, but I got backups too. But this blind man walks into a restaurant. He sits down at the table, and Maitre D comes over, and he says, "Can I help you, sir? Can I read the menu for you or something?" He goes, No. He says, "I've got it covered." He says, just go bring me a couple spoons from the dirty dishes. He says, "I'll make my choice from that." Maitre D kind of, okay. Brings him back a couple dirty spoons, and the blind man sniffs it real deep. He goes, meatloaf, mashed potatoes, gravy, and green beans. That does sound good. He sniffs the other one. He goes, oh, lamb chops and fondant potatoes, asparagus, and mint jelly. He says, I'll have that. Well, the waiter, he's blown away. He can't believe this shit. So next week, same guy walks in, sits down. Waiter asks him, he says, can I help you? He goes, yep. He said, just bring me a couple spoons. He says, I'll make my choice from there. He sniffs it. He goes, oh, spaghetti and meatballs. Ain't had that in a while. Oh, pot roast and the fixins. He goes, I'll have the pot roast. Well, the next week he walks in, and the waiter says, I'm going to get this son of a bitch. So when the guy asked him, he says, just bring me a couple spoons. So he goes back into the kitchen. He comes back with a couple dirty spoons, but on his way back, he stops to his wife and he says, honey, he says, take this spoon. He says, and you stick it in your pants and rub it against your mustn't touch it. He says, I'm going to get this guy. So he takes the spoons out to the guy and he sniffs it. He goes, oh, roast chicken. He says, with baked potato. Oh, that's cool. Oh, steak. He says, oh, he goes, well, I have the steak. And he says, say hi to Mildred while you're at it.
I think that'll work. Well, everyone, have a good night. Thanks for coming to see us.
God bless. Say a prayer for America.
Later.
Always do what's right.
And I hope everybody had a good Father's Day. We never even addressed that.
Oh, that's true.